Oh, hey, Kelly and Renata are here. How's everyone doing? I just tried to film my the author newbie tag 2.0 thing, and I have to do it on my phone, and I keep looking over at the screen, obviously. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll put a sticky note over top of the thing so that way I can do like I won't look at it. And when I was sticking it on, it auto like I had auto locked it on a point in my face that made everything in the background not great. So that's trash. So I might try later today after I'm done here again. But oh, things are hard. And then I stayed up far too late getting my friend is practicing tarot reading. So she did a tarot reading for my characters in Project Crow. So because she's also very invested in their story, so she was helping me out with that. And I mean, it also helps her too because she gets to memorize more of her cards. Oh, and I've just realized I'm at 160 subscribers. That's fun. And Kelly, I have made the thumbnail for ours. I just have to actually set it up on StreamYard now, which is my plan after this. And then I will give you all of the stuff. Let's see, there's a couple comments on the stream, but they haven't popped up yet. I guess in the meantime, you guys can also let me know what you want to do for the first stream. Like normally I start off with like a 15, but I can start off with a 20 if you guys want. I'm down for anything. This is like day 3 of my long weekend, so yeah, it was actually really cool. So she did like a very like a general one, and then we were doing a specific one for one character, and then it was too late, and both of us just like we're old and tired, so we put off the more detailed one for my other character for today or tomorrow at some point. But yeah, it was really cool because I'm also like I'm trying to figure out like um their like what drives them almost like I'm looking for like their fears and also like where they are at the start, like what has affected them before, what has affected them after. Because I need some help with some of those. Ah, Twin Tails, hello. I don't know if I've seen you on other streams, obviously, but I can't remember if you've ever joined me here before. But if not, welcome. I also imagine a tarot deck with your characters illustrated. Oh, honestly, writing goals. Me too. It's tarot cards kind of play a role in my novel, which was also pretty cool. Like getting to um, do that as part of like their character like exploration, kind of. Um, but yes, because I know what's her name, Raven Boys, author of the Raven Boys. I mean, she's an artist, so I know she has her own tarot card deck for that. And yeah, that's not a strange goal, like Kelly says. I think it's a lovely goal. One of my goals is to have one of my books, actually Project Crow. That one I would want um, as a like a TV series, but in like an animation style similar to Avatar. So, because I think that'd be really fun. Because a lot of the live actions ones are not great, but yeah, it's we all have those little goals, eh? I'm doing well. My mom and I did a workout this morning, and as I was trying to film my author newbie tag, I I realized how out of breath I still am. It's been like 4 hours, but actually, it's only been more like three. It's been 3 hours since we finished, but like I'm still catching my breath from it. It was harder than either of us thought. We're both just like, oh yeah, no, like be this, and I was like, my mom always, she's just better at me at working out. So, because we did 10 rounds of 10 reps and six movements. So at the end of it would be 6 movements, 100 reps each. With the 10, having them small, it's a lot more like achievable. And then my mom was like, oh, like 30 seconds movement. And then maybe like, oh, like 40 to a minute for these 2 movements. I finished I finished 3 rounds and I'm already sweating. And uh, she was just like, oh no, like I saw the timer, and the timer was like at 11 minutes. And oh man. And I was like, I'm only at the 3 round mark. So I wound up doing 8 minutes, and it took me, or no, 8 rounds, and took me like 35 minutes. My mom did 10 because we started at the same time, but she's faster, so she got 10 rounds in. It was a lot. So if I'm out of breath, if I sound out of breath, that's why. And yes, an animated series. Uh, that's the dream. Crow Avatar. I really love that. I love seeing my ideas of an Agatha Christie vibe. Ooh, mhm, that would be fun. Ooh, like Lion Guard. I don't know Lion Guard. I feel like I should. I don't. Look that up. Oh, I mean, it could be better, probably. But that would be very cool. Ooh, I just have to. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I will do that after. Simba's son when he was a kid. Fun to watch. I don't like the animation style. Yeah, it looks too cartoony, if that makes sense. Like it looked like it was almost verging on like 3D instead of like the nice like 2D animation. I hate kids 3D shows. They're just mm-mm. Uh, it would be kind of like probably like season 3 of Avatar, then I'm guessing. A little bit darker. Uh, yes. Oh, I'm very excited. One of my friends is has her own like beading company, so she's beading me some really cool earrings. So I have to remember to message her when we're on our first sprint because she's mailing those out for me tomorrow. I'm very exciting. Very excited. It's exciting. Just mush those together. I haven't had an Americano in so long. It really tastes stronger than what I'm used to, which is weird. Like watered down. That's exactly what I was thinking. Earrings do look cool. So these ones are actually I got these at a I always forget that these are it's backwards. Um so these are glass earrings actually. Um so these ones are a little bit different. I've had these for so long and but like I could wear them for like an 8-hour shift at work and be fine. Um she's making me I don't know exactly what the colors are, but she's making me long beaded ones that have a flamingo on them somehow. I don't know. It's gonna look really cool, and I'm so excited. Like kind of like season 3, and yeah, the earrings. Oh, I'm so excited, and they were only $20. So, I mean, I get to support local business and get some cool earrings out of it. So, um, I'll link her Instagram page. I guess I'll put it in the chat, but also put it in the Instagram as well, because she's currently taking custom orders. And I'm pretty sure she would be able to do international as well. We might have to pay a little bit more for shipping. Um, but get that. I have to go here and do this. There. If anybody's interested, the link is in the chat now. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm working on. I still. Oh, because that's also what Kelly asked. I'm still working on outlining draft 2. Because I have to figure that out. I also have to figure out her character voice, which I think has been eluding me kind of this whole time. Um, so I have like her character and then kind of her character arc. And yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out what style I want to use. I think we were talking about this yesterday on Zara's channel during our co-hosting session, and yeah, it's. I think I might have to do it in first person, which will be interesting. I think this whole process is really interesting because I've never like outlined before. Like I have outlined exclusively for this project. For Project Crow, I kind of I pantsed it, and it kind of all made a like coherent sense, surprisingly. But then now I also have to go back and fix it because it was also just uh, not perfect. If that makes sense. Like obviously it's not perfect, um, but it's just not quite like the story's not good enough, I feel, for the second half. The first half is fine. The second half needed a lot of work. And then overhaul. And probably we're in character profiles for a fantasy medieval story. Ooh, but it's being a hard one to develop. Yeah, fantasy, like medieval fantasy would be kind of hard, at the same time a little bit easy. I think it just makes me think of Merlin, the TV show. And then yeah, for mine, it's more of like it's obviously like a high fantasy, kind of like Edwardian style, if that makes sense. So like certain parts of the country are more in still in like the Victorian era style of like clothing and attitudes and things like that. And then my character's area is a little bit more like Edwardian. It's really fun. And yeah, they're all handmade. Yeah, like I said, she's doing custom orders right now. So that's why I was like, oh, you know what? Because I can't wear long earrings anymore. Even though they're my favorite, because of work. And I have to wear masks. So if I wear long earrings and a mask, it just doesn't work, because otherwise you have to put the straps like over top of it, or you have to like loop them in, and then it's really hard to like take it on and off. So we'll see. Doing domestic stuff for the rest of the afternoon. 955 words this morning. Nice. And then I'll clean it today, so tomorrow I can post on film. Yeah, it's a good plan. And yeah, Planter. My Project Crow was kind of like planting, because I would write one chapter a week, and I would the day where I was like, okay, I'm going to write this, I would spend half the day figuring out like what I wanted to do for the chapter. And then like the last 10 chapters, I actually I sat down and I kind of listed out like what has to happen in each chapter in order to end. I don't know how people don't outline. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty easy. I just kind of like go in and like loosey goosey. It's all good. Ooh, yeah. I mean, like I have only watched like 2 episodes of Merlin, but it does seem like my type of thing. So I figure I should probably do more. And by do more, I mean watch more. Yeah, because I think V.E. Schwab has a method where she just like, if she has an idea, she'll open up a new document and she'll like write down everything for that idea, and then just kind of set it on the back burner. And then every time she has ideas, she'll just add to it. Which I think you might like that method, Renata. I don't know if you've ever tried it before. That's basically what I did for Project Daisy. Was started off with like, so the plot I wound up with is so unbelievably different from what I originally started it as. So yeah, just write a bunch of stuff down, and then one day it'll just all click. And yes, I agree, Kelly, good luck. Ooh, yes, I do that too. Anything I've written down, if I wrote down a sentence and I was kind of like about the sentence, I won't keep it. But if I wrote like a paragraph, or if I outlined a scene in my drafting stage, and I was like, that doesn't really fit anymore because I kind of want to go like this route instead. Yeah, definitely don't just delete it, like take it out. And I literally have like a document at the side saying like scenes I've taken out. So I can look back on it, especially if there was like lines and stuff like that that I really liked. Oh, yes, right. I do like writing in order. Um, but if I do have ideas, because like I use Scrivener, so they have like a note section at the side that just kind of stays there. You don't really have to do anything with it. Um, so with that one, yeah, if I have any ideas about the chapter or things that I know I like kind of need to like tweak in the chapter, I will write it in the notes side of the section, just to kind of get it out. Still trying to get my book done from June. Yep, this could be the month. I hope this is the month. I hope it's the month for you too. I believe in you. Uh, is it fantasy, contemporary, etc.? I don't know. My brain just always immediately goes to fantasy. I'm a little biased. And yes, I agree. Good luck. All right. So I think I will get to the sharing screen. Here it is. I know my laptop doesn't really like this. Well, it doesn't, not that it doesn't like it, but it just gets very warm, kind of mad at me. But it'll be fine. So what are you guys thinking? Like a 15 or a 20? Um, ooh, Y Rider. I've never tried that one before. Um, I did try the oh, it's gonna rain again, so my natural lighting is leaving me. Um, I tried the Campfire app because I had like the Kate Kavanaugh had a link for like I think it was like 10 days free trial or something. So that one might be good. I think it might be a year. It's either a yearly or a one-time price. But um, yeah, I think it would be good for some people. For me, I didn't really feel like it was any different than Scrivener, if that makes sense. Like very different in a way, but also like not. I'm not making any sense. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Ooh, sci-fi alternate history. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I think nowadays we kind of really need an alternate history to lift our spirits. Yes, you got this. 15. Yes, let's do that. Um, and yes, anytime. We're here for positivity. And yes, I agree. Sci-fi always sounds really cool, but I also kind of avoid it. So yes, and I do like the forwards backwards one. So I'm gonna go with a 1551. Actually, usually how I start off my streams anyway. Um, all right, get this set up. There we go. All right, so I got that going, and good luck, everyone. All right. How did everyone do? That's Autumn Ashley. Hello, and welcome. So our first sprint, so don't worry. We got lots, and by lots more, I mean at least one or two more. I got 190 words done, and I'm on beat 7 of the Save the Cat beat sheet, which I'm attempting for this guy. Just because I just want to try it. I just want to see if it works. So far, it's actually been pretty helpful. Got the kitchen straightened up nice. Oh, the bill folder. Yeah, I know that. My filing cabinet is actually over at my mom's, so a lot of time I'll bring like bills and stuff like that. Like once they've been paid over to my mom's, so that way we can file them away properly because I have no space for that. We're not finish the first version of her protagonist's backstory. Try to do the story plot theme thing. Oh, fun. I know Abby Emmons has a lot of really good free resources on her channel if you sign up for her newsletter. Those are really useful. I did that for the first draft. And then I had a gift card for one of the bookstores that I used to work at. So that's why I downloaded. I bought the Save the Cat. Yeah, so if you want to check out her channel, that might help too. Yeah, early morning sprints are really fun. I know Keelan, whenever she would do like her like 6:30 a.m. ones a little while ago, those ones really kick-started my day, and I would really want to have a nap after, but I would never let myself have a nap. Just go straight into second breakfast and then work out. 253 for Twin Tails. Excellent. Yeah, how did your story plot theme go? I know those are figuring those out early on is really hard. Or at least for me anyway, because I'll have like the first like the rough plot, but then I won't have quite the character voice, which is what I'm working on now, is the voice. Yeah, so they're all tricky. Surface level. Oh yeah. Don't worry, we could all use an explanation too. Saying hi, try not oh, wrong one. There we go. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes, just like when it's broken down into like really nice like chunks like that, it's also easier. Like for me, theme, I'm always just like, what is theme. Plot's still shallow, and I want to work more on that. Yes. I That was my problem with the first draft of Project Daisy is I found the plot was pretty shallow and I couldn't didn't quite get into enough of the characters that I wanted. But then I was also like focusing, which is part of my problem normally, is I have the main character and then of course like the secondary characters around. And I usually work with third person limited, but I'll focus on other characters too much sometimes. And that's what I'm trying to undo for Project Crow, which hence plot overhaul in the second half. And then Project Daisy, I'm still in like the beginning stages enough that it's not going to be that bad, I don't think. And RP, thank you. Yes, if you could hit the like button, that would be amazing. An infographic on Pinterest if you want to know more. Yeah. Pinterest is, I have a love-hate relationship with Pinterest. Because I'll get sucked into that one pretty easily. Maybe that's where I went wrong with Project Cursebreaker. Make sure that method for Preptober. Yeah, honestly, I recommend trying like a bunch of different methods. With Project Crow, I reversed outlined because I'd never actually had like a full-on outline before. So what I did actually back in May was I'd written out in like I divided my document into two columns. One column was the chapters and then what happened in each chapter. And then the second column was what I needed to change. So, for example, like if I focus too much on a secondary character and I needed to make it more about the main character, I would just make a note of that, just like take out this, add this plot point in, etc., etc. Everyone is saying hello to RP. So many smiley faces. I love it. Yeah. I've been using Pinterest a lot for Project Daisy, like aesthetic wise, but more like finding like really cool like Edwardian outfits. Because I want to pin that there so that way like I just have like the proper image in mind, if that makes sense. I just got the notification that Fictional Fates just uploaded another video, even though I haven't even watched his other one yet. His videos are so beautiful and so long. But I have the house to myself this month, so I might even just put it on. I also have Apple TV, so I might just like throw that up on the screen, big screen. Big plans for tonight. Big plans. So it's about 50 minutes into this. Do you guys want to go for like a 20 or 25-minute one next? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the secondary character thing, I didn't notice that I did that a lot until I started beta reading. So I've beta read for some like indie authors and for other authors in like my camp RevPick group. And I find the more that I beta read, the more critical I can then be with my own manuscript. And that's what one of the things that I noticed a lot of in mine um, was I would focus a lot on the secondary characters. And yes, I agree. I just want to give all of my characters all the love. uh, I have not watched Trope Talk. I am going to I have to take a look at that. It's in YouTube. I really good. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, huh, I am going to write that down, which reminds me I have to write down the words I got in the previous sprint. Oh, I'm really excited because guys, big deal for me. This is my old planner. I finished this planner. I have never finished a planner before, but I made it all the way to August. And like technically August is in this one, or like August 2020 is in this one, and it's also in my new one. But I think I'm going to start it off in my new one. But yeah, I might do a video on kind of like the method that I found has finally worked for me. But yeah, even when I was in like high school and stuff, I never finished planners. I would be like, ooh, pretty notebook, pretty planner, and then never use them. Awesome. All right, so we are on the 4th. I'm going to use a light blue. I got 190 and it was 1551. So yeah, just kind of show you guys. I have it in my August part and yep. So I usually write the number and how long we went for. Because right now in my document, the notes section at the side, I've already filled up with kind of like character development things that I want to happen for later. So I have no room. Ooh, blues videos about the history of countries and reds videos about myths. Those all sound so fun. Oh, that would make sense. Um, oh, uh-huh. They're not the main characters, so there's no pressure. Yes, that would make a lot of sense. Because yeah, I'm not good at feelings. So whenever I have to like do feelings, it's quite tricky. But with secondary characters, I guess I don't have to do feelings quite as much because it's just like I need like the internal struggle. Oh, thank you for congratulating me on my new planner. I'm very excited about it. I think the most satisfying thing about it is it has the terrible tabs at the bottom. And so I always have to be careful because I don't want to tear the ones that have, because I have the whole calendar as well. And I also really like keeping track on there. Yeah, so I have to be careful not to tear the main one. I've done that so many times that I have to just tape it back in because otherwise I can't get back to it properly. And yes, they're basically the same color, but they're different enough that it just makes me happy. I don't know if you could tell from like all of my streams just being in like black t-shirts, but like I wear a lot of black and I wear a lot of band t-shirts. And really the only colorful thing about me is, well, number one, my personality. And then my personality, my earrings, and my pens, and my planner. And that's it. Hop in the trauma train. Oh, I honestly that like gives me a really funny image with like my characters. So that's pretty great. Um, oh, that'd be fun. Or just my Baymax mug. And I left him. he's up here because he was part of my author newbie tag video that I screwed up on. So he's just gonna have to go back into the kitchen after this. I mean, technically he's not colorful because he's just white, but also yes, I find I really like the idea of duologies because I find if it's a trilogy, the second one's usually not amazing because the second one is really you're trying to get from point A to point C, and then point B is just like almost filler in a way. So with duologies, I find that it just has a very like nice and clean and satisfying ending to it. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to try and do or trying to buy We Hunt the Flame because I know that one's a duology and I've heard really great things about it. Money though, money. Okay, where I'm here. All right, I think Kelly said 2025, and that was the only number I got. So we're just going to do that. Oh no. Oh, the weather is making me so sleepy. Oh, mini stories in the same world. Ooh, yes. I think it's really fun because I know if you like later if you do get like Cursebreaker published, a lot of them have like the little like short story anthologies that they include. I think the what is the name of that one? The Red Queen, Aviar's book. I know that that one has like anthology of like short stories and things like that in it. Same with Mass's books. Uh, yeah, I think duologies are really having a not a comeback, maybe a comeback. I know they're a lot more popular now than what they used to be because before it was all like trilogies and series. I tried to think of what a 4 book series was, but I'm like, it's not a trilogy, and then my brain just stopped working. All right, I'm gonna get distracted, so we're just gonna get this started, and then we will catch up on the chat after. All right, good luck, everyone. How did everyone do? Let's see. Mine. Hold on, I could do math. Require a calculator for this. I got to 76 for that one. And I am on chapter 5 of my outline, which it's, I guess, depending on how long these chapters are going to be, but chapter 5 does not seem late enough, if that makes sense. Well, I'm just going to keep writing, and then we're just going to find out when the time comes. I saw this right as I was getting started in my writing. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing one more sprint at least, and then I might try it out after if the lighting is still okay. Because yeah, it has not gotten any less rainy, but it has been cloudy all week so far. Because I've wanted to do it Saturday morning, and Saturday morning was okay, but I ran out of time. And then Sunday morning, so dark and rainy, and then same with yesterday, and now today. And it's just like the universe just does not want me to do this, but I'm going to. Yeah. Yeah, your mini stories sound really fun. uh, yeah, Star Wars. If you ever go into like a bookstore and you go into like the sci-fi section, the Star Wars section of that is huge. Ooh, nice. Trying to get tomorrow's video edited, but you're nearly there now. Yes, I'm also not looking forward to having to edit once I do the video. It's gonna be interesting. But I literally I actually watched a video because I refuse to actually download any like extra video editing software because I'm poor. I have a mortgage. And yeah, so I actually watched a video on how to use like iMovie because I was trying to figure it out on my own, and I'm just like, I need someone to teach me this. So I think I have a pretty good idea so far. Started once outline with the hero's journey, which I've never did before. I did some research some references that interested me. Yeah, the hero's journey one is actually pretty cool. I think I'm doing a general one for this because Daisy's technically not like a hero's journey per se. Hold on, I think I remember because I figured out what I want each of their character arcs to be. So Daisy's, I wanted hers to be more of like a growth arc. One of my secondary characters was the like shift arc, and then I didn't figure it out for any of my other secondary characters. But yeah, my other one, Project Crow, is technically a hero's journey, even though my main character refuses to be acknowledged as a hero. Because yeah, the main premise of that one is it's the prince gets a quest, and then my main character is actually the sidekick, but he doesn't want to join in on the quest. So it's really fun, and I love his character so much. Anyone who edits more casual, less professional. Honestly, that's probably what mine are going to wind up being. Uh, so for my Sunday check-ins, I'm hoping to add in things like, um, so obviously like what I got accomplished that week, possibly setting a goal, like writing goals for myself, but like very loosely termed ones. Because I don't know if that will work for myself. Because I'm more just like seeing progress rather than predicting progress, if that makes sense. Um, but also, I was thinking about doing a section where I say like kind of like a summary of what I did for workouts that week, just because I want to know for myself. Um, so I think that'll be fun. I might play around with some of the graphics and stuff because I figured I learned how to do a insert a picture overlay, but I wouldn't put it over Baymax, obviously. I put it over my masks though, or over this shelf. I don't know what I'm doing with this shelf. It's just it has my wand from Universal Studios. It has a cactus up there. What else does it have? Oh, oh, it has one of the this cute little like bird picture. It also has a handkerchief that I got as a going away present in Japan, and it's in the shape of like a cake, and I have not taken it out, and I've had it for 3 years because it's so cute. uh, this right here is also a handkerchief. I like this one because it's a handkerchief, but it's also has a pocket on the inside for Kleenexes and stuff like that. So I only use this one when I like am in Japan. Um, and then right now it just looks cute. Ooh. I mean, you just start outlining it, and then that way too, don't, if the hero's journey winds up not working out, um, you can at least use the plot points you've created in the hero's journey for your like whatever journey you wind up doing. Um, so yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, and I have like I've seen a couple of them. Um, but yeah, again, do as much as you can and then just see what happens. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to editing 274 on if you can be super out of it and get 274 in a 20-minute sprint, that's still a very much a win. What is everyone listening to while they're doing the manuscript? Right now, I'm really into ambient noises. I don't know. I watched one of Brooks, like by the Brooks videos, and she was I think she had Pirates of the Caribbean ambient noises in the background, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. So I found a library one. So I'm listening to the library sounds right now. Someone keeps whispering in it though, because of course it's a library, but it's kind of creepy. But another one of my favorite ones right now is the it's a haunted forest, ghostly murmurs. For some reason, that one is really great for setting the mood for certain parts of my of Daisy. So that has been working quite well for me. Just waiting for the comments from YouTube to catch up to StreamYard. 'Cause Twin Tails is saying, they're listening to the ambient sounds of their dishwasher, and honestly, yes. Uh, I find that that one is actually pretty relaxing. Um, so yes, I would forget that I wasn't listening to anything, if that makes sense. Like, if I had my headphones in and I forgot to press play, but the dishwasher was going, I would still be like, "Oh, yeah, that's the thing." There you go. Yes. Ooh. Oh, the Oh Hellos? Interesting. The channel that I'm really into right now is called, The Guild of Ambience or Ambiance, however you would like to pronounce that. Um, and actually they have a couple, medieval inspired ones too. Ooh, I usually listen to lo-fi and post-rock to focus when I don't have a mood. Oh, see, for me, when I'm like before when I was a student, if I was studying for something, I would need instrumentals. Like I couldn't have songs with words in them, or they would distract me so hard. But I've tried listening to lo-fi before too, and I don't know. There's something about it distracts me too hard, if that makes sense. Gothic instrumentals. Ooh, vampiric music. There's a couple of, playlists like that. Um, I know of one that is like almost an hour long that, I think might be in my writing playlist. Um, yeah, I have my writing playlist, of, like, just songs, compilations that really help me with, like, mood writing, like Renata does, and that one's public, so you guys can go check that out if you want. Um, yes. But yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack is so fun. But again, it's kind of the same thing that I was talking about before, where like the first one is amazing and could be a standalone because that's usually what most of them are because they want to make sure that you're going to make money from it before they actually like fully commit to doing like anything beyond that. And then if you get signed up for a trilogy, then the second one is all about building up for the third. I don't know. I found the second one is one of my least favorites, but then yeah, the third was really good. And then we're not going to talk about any of the ones that are after that because you know why. I don't know. I might try to get back into like, or I might try lo-fi again. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I can't remember why I didn't use it before. Ooh, that one sounds familiar. I think that might be the one I'm thinking of. Honestly, that just makes me want to write a book about vampires, though. So that was my high school project. It was about a group of vampire hunters, and one of them becomes indebted to a vampire, and then he's very conflicted about like, oh, I have this honor code to live by. So if someone saves my life, I'm owe a life debt to them. But also, the one who saved my life is technically dead. So what happens here? And it was very much a inspired by Twilight sort of thing. But I mean, like honestly, who wasn't inspired by Twilight? I know Kahila is writing a vampire like sort of novel, so I'm very excited for when that finally comes out because I think she's focusing on indie publishing, so it's going to be available a lot sooner than like if she was traditionally publishing. But yes, I'm excited. I haven't read about vampires in a while. Actually, probably since Twilight. I don't think I because I never got into Vampire Diaries or anything like that. But mhm. All the Pirates of the Caribbean movies kind of blend together. I mean, honestly, yes. The first one is definitely the best one, though. And then, yeah, the 4th one, ugh, definitely was it the 4th or the 5th? I don't, because 'cause I'm pretty sure there was 2 more. The 4th one was, and the 5th one was, oh, no. Well, Pirate Mermaid that one was the 4th one, because that one didn't have, what's her name? Elizabeth or Will in it. And, yeah, I didn't care for that one. And then the 5th one was just bad. It was just bad. Oh, except, like, why would you make something about, like, getting rid of Davy Jones' curse and saving Will and not actually and, like, having it about Will's son and then don't include Elizabeth? Eh, I don't get that. I We were talking about this on the stream on, Zara's stream yesterday, and Midnight Sun did come out today. Uh, I didn't like why pomegranates on the front? Why no. Well, honestly, it's probably gonna hit, like, some sort of bestsellers list, and it's gonna reactivate all the fangirls. But yeah, I think now that I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot more critical of it. Like, why is he watching her sleep when she's hasn't consented to that? Yeah, yeah. Everything was just weird. Okay. I think we're gonna go for our final sprint. Do you guys want another like 20-minute one or what do you want to do there? Mm, that part was really cool. But again, it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. Ugh, why were they just looking for a money grab? Oh, yes. The movies, I don't understand. I understand this is also just like a money grab, but why do they take the final book and split it into 2 all the time? They should not have done that with Mockingjay because that was dumb. And then they should not have done that for Harry Potter, although Harry Potter should honestly just be remade into a TV series. Um, yes, something like that. And then also, what else was I gonna complain about? What other one? Oh, yeah, and then Breaking Dawn getting split up into 2. Now that one makes sense because it's, like, pre-vampire, post-vampire, and but still, so many problems. So many problems. It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna talk about it. Um, I'll get this up. Oh, no. There we go. Now see, I liked the movies, but I remember in Mockingjay, as we talked about before, I don't emotion very well. I don't emote quite like I should. And, the final book, like, Mockingjay did make me cry, when at near the end w with her the bit with her sister, which I'm not gonna spoil. Um, yeah, that was rough because, I mean, like, I'm, the oldest of 3 girls, so, like, I have 2 younger sisters, so I identified a lot with Katniss and being, like, I would have also volunteered for one if one of my sisters had gotten selected. So, yeah, that was rough. Um, but yeah, I don't aside from money, I don't understand why they break some of the books up. No, it's weird how, like, some things are, like, em emotionally triggering like that. Um, yeah, because, like, we've all been in a position like that where, like, just that one everything's been building up, you've been shoving it down for so long that that one moment just, like, makes you snap, which includes, like, you yell at the cat, but, like, you're not yelling at the cat, you're yelling about all the stuff that has been building up to this moment, and the cat has just unleashed everything. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so happy. The movies the movies were so bad. The movies were so bad, especially the second one, which happened, like, 3 years, like, 2 or 3 years after the first one, and I was like, "Why are they coming out with this one?" Like, the actors have grown up so much, like, but yeah, I'm really happy that he's kind of spearheading that. So it's actually going to be good, and I will probably watch it and wax poetics about it all the time. Yes. But yeah, I will get this set up. Let's finish this off with like a 2002. Finish off nice and strong like that because we want to avoid 2020 as much as possible. Hated the books because I thought it was like there was, yeah, no, anything that's based off any movie that's based off a book, you need to read the book because obviously the book's always better than the movies because in the movies they have so little time. Unless it's a TV series based off a book, because that might be better, um, in my experience anyway. All right, we got a 2002 up for our final sprint. Ooh, I know how to make banners now. Um, 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 this is going to yes. I don't know if that's annoying for people. Let me know. I hope not. Um, but yeah, uh, good luck, everyone. Here we go. All right. I almost clicked leave studio. That's wrong. There you go. How did everyone do on the last one? I'm going to get rid of the banner. There you go. Comments. I was trying so hard. I was almost at 1,000 words for the whole stream. I couldn't quite make it. And I think even the last little desperate attempt to get the 100 words more, I'm gonna have to delete anyway because it's not where I was going with it. But I got 933 for the whole sprint, which I'm pretty excited about. Calculator. I also got 467 for that sprint, so I'm pretty excited about that. Progress is progress, no matter how big or how small. And it's still raining, but the light is actually, like, the clouds are starting to thin a bit. So I think, yeah, after this, I am going to attempt my video round 2, and I'm gonna just figure out what to do with the looking over at my screen constantly, without actually. Oh, actually, is that no? That won't work because I have my Starbucks sleeve, so I might just like hook it over. That might work actually. I'll let you know. Oh, I've done that. I've done that before. Um, if I'm like watching like Kate Kavanaugh's stream or something like that, sometimes I'll just get so into my words that, which I mean is a good thing, and then the timer will go off and it'll just scare the crap out of me. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you were like in the cleaning zone. That's fun. Um, yeah, exactly. I managed to outline. How many chapters did I get outlined? The rest of chapter 4 uh, and chapter 5. But chapter 5 was really tiny because I can actually use what I had in my previous notes. So it's just kind of me being like, use this from previous notes, but then like kind of make sure that this is in it because I can't remember exactly what was in it. I finished the first version of the Hero's Journal. Yay! You literally use the phrase, the subplots are solved. That's something. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my first draft for Project Daisy, I literally had like in brackets, all caps, insert like uh insert fluffy sentence here. Can't think of one right now. And things like that because I've just my brain at that point was just like no. Yeah, subplots are kind of a pain. I'm not great at outlining subplots, but I think for Project Daisy, I do have to because there's at least 2 other subplots aside from the main plot. Well, actually, no, there'd be 3 or 4. No, there's 3 or 4. I should probably write those down. 206. Woo! Nice. Honestly, 206. How much you've gotten at least over like what 400? Yeah, you've gotten over 400 this stream. You're doing great. I don't even know what my subplots are, and they're already a pain. Yes, that's what subplots serve to do. Yeah, progress is progress. And that yeah, use a lot of asterisks for names. I have to put oh my gosh, naming is literally the worst. I still call the capital of the kingdom the capital. 'Cause I'm just planning on doing like a find replace at a later date, and hopefully um because yeah, cannot I can't name things to save my life. I finally settled on the Citadel where Daisy is from. I Because I was like, oh, do I call it a harbor? And I'm like, I don't really want to call it a harbor because it is what it is, but it's also not what it is. Um, so at least there's two different sections of it. Um, yes. So yeah, I find because for me asterisks, I will lose track of asterisks. So I find just like capital letters, like, and then long sentences. I'll be like, "Oh, right, yeah, I found that." Oh, struggling with names, especially as your thrillers turn into fancy. Yes. Um, there are there's quite a few like resources and stuff you can find that is going to help you. Um, but yeah, hold on, I will find because I have this one bookmarked. Um, this one here, it's called Fantasy Name Generator. Uh, y'all might like that. Um, what I really like about that is, yeah, y'all. Yeah. I mean, I'm Canadian, but I'm like Northern Canadian, you know? Um, yeah, this one has like amazing resources on it. This one right here, because it also will give you options to like mix names, if that makes sense. So I use oh, hold on. I gotta find this again. I can't really look at it. I have to highlight it like control A the whole thing because it's a dark background with white letters, and I can't do that. Like just my eyes do not like that. Um, but yeah, I usually use the place names and oh, what is it? Yeah, I'll do kingdom names or um oh, which one did it? I don't know if I've ever used actual like the fantasy names part, but I know I have used the oh, where did it go? I my brain is mush. Oh, down at the real names. Was it real names? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Oh, no, it's down in the town and city names. There's a section in it where it's like European towns, east, north, south, southeast, west, etc. That one, it takes like two different names and squishes them together to create like something brand new. Because what I do is if I find something I like, I make sure I Google it to make sure number one, it's not like a real thing. um, because I was using real places as placeholders, and people kept being like, "Oh, but like, do you mean like this?" And I'm like, "I mean, yes, but no." Um, yes, y'all is one word. Yes. Oh, then I like this one. A secret round table thing. The secret table. Honestly, yes, done that. I've done that. And you are very welcome. I'm happy to share that resource. And Citadel is such a versatile word. Yes, I I'd forgotten all about the word until I'd watched The Witcher. Um, and one of the places is the Citadel. And I was like, "Oh, right. That's a thing." Um, so I have named my Citadel, and hopefully it's gonna stick. We're gonna see. Yes. Yeah, so RP, definitely check out Pinterest as well. Um, that will also give you probably a lot of really cool resources. Ooh, noble family names. I have not checked that one out because I don't really use last names. Like I use last names in Project Daisy a lot more than I do in Project Crow, because Crow, that one we don't really use last names. Um, yeah, that one, they're constantly updating. I just wish that there was an option to, like, not have the navy background and white text, 'cause it makes my eyes water and makes me slightly nauseous when I'm scrolling. But that's just me and my eyes. My mom always says, "I didn't order you like that," and I'm like, "Well, this is how I've turned out." So I think I will probably end the stream here. Um, I'm very happy with the work I managed to get done, and I hope you're happy with the work that you've managed to get done, because progress is always progress. And I was watching Sarah Librat's most recent video, or one of her most recent videos, and it's another phrase: "You eat a whale one bite at a time," and now that's just stuck up here. And that video also just made me want pancakes. So, yes, I will leave you guys with that. And yeah, I'll get on and catch up. Not you guys, StreamYard. Here you go. Ooh, yeah. Tristan is also just like such a fun name. And then Hutton Ford, Hutton Ford, something like that. Oh, that is fun. And yes, thank you guys so much for joining. And yes, Kelly and I are going to be doing a stream together next week on Wednesday at the exact same time I started today. And I'm hoping to have that link up soon. That is my plan tonight at the latest, is to get that done. But yes, I have been tweaking new thumbnails just to try and see like color wise and stuff like that, if that works. So yes, it's gonna look pretty, I promise. And yes, I'm so happy you could join us, Renata. It was so fun. No problem. Anytime, RP. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. And awesome. I am finally caught up. Well, everyone have a lovely day. And I will see you guys either later this week, if I decide to do a pop up at some point, because my time resets tomorrow and I'll have time again. It's getting down to the wire on this one. Yeah. All right, everyone. Bye.